Now, remember, you can't change your colored brain. If I'm red brain, if I'm structured, it will be very, very difficult for me to work like a green brain person or a purple brain person because it's genetic, it's in my genes, it's in your genes, it will remain like that. So let's not discriminate people on something which they can't change. They can't really change the color of their brain. Now, we talked about earlier, we talked about the green brain processor, the red brain, and the blue brain and the purple brain. And this is just to give you awareness that people are different in your team and you need to lead them in a different way. All right. And if you're not aware of this, so it will lead to conflict and misunderstanding and it will lead to problems in teams. As you can see, there are different processes. This sequence, the process is different for blue and for green and for red and for purple, and that's why you need to be aware of the colored brain of the other person in order to take some meaningful action. Now, all this is done so that you're not a brain racist. For example, if you're not aware of this, so green brain people they work very fast. So they'll be very impulsive and they'll not be careful. They'll be very impulsive and not be careful because that's how the brain operates. Now, the purple brain, they'll be too slow. They'll take a long, long time to decide. A long time to decide. They'll need lots of information. They'll, make a lot of, lot of time they'll take. So they'll not be expressive till the time they're not satisfied. So they'll be slow action takers. And too soft, not logical. That's blue people. All right, they're just sensitive to the environment, but they're not logical. But they are more conscious of what things are going around them, and they take some meaningful action according to that. And the red brain people, like me, they're too rigid. They like to follow timing and they like to follow the process. And sometimes they care more about the results than people. So sometimes they become insensitive. All right, because they're not sensitive people. So that is uh, some drawbacks of different colors. Now, maximizing brain power. So you need to be true to your brain color. For example, I am red. I have to work in a structured way. Somebody else who's leading a team who's green brain, he has to work according to the color of his brain. So you can't really change that. And if you try to act like somebody else, then the whole thing goes for the six. Because as be true to your nature, be true to the way you are. Don't pretend to be something else you're not. Excuse me. Okay, now we've talked about now colored brain team enhancement system. Now this is a system, and this I like I talked about, and in an hour or so you would get some results. The ambiguity relief process, you could measure that, all right, and how does it work? Let me just take out the curtain and show you how it works. Now, identifying your colored identifying your colored brain. So as you would do, you go to coloredbrain.com and you need to sign up there and you'll be given a code and you need to take a test. The test takes about 15 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes, yeah, if you work, even slowly. And then you get some results. So you get a graph like in the slide. So we have green as a major color here. All right. And there's another graph on the right side of the picture. There's another graph. Okay. There's another graph on the right side of the picture, and that's the communication, problems you'll be having. So this miscommunication problems are there with the red brain people. So this person is having potential conflicts areas with the red brain person because he's very strong green brain. So they can have problems with the red brain person. So he needs to be aware of this, or she needs to be aware of this in their team. Now, okay. So you put everybody inside the team. All your friends, all your team members are inside, so they can see the team leader, his colored brain, and the team leader can see the other people's colored brain, the other team members, and that's how you could organize and reorganize and readjust the team, and so that everybody is happy and there's no miscommunication. There's good supporting synergy, and you can get some wonderful results according to that. Now, you could also invite your friends, and let's say you want to be a better leader, right? And you have a group of people who are a mix of green and blue, and you're red brain. So it could also guide you how you could be a better leader. It could also guide you how you could motivate them, how you could lead them, how what you do to satisfy their needs so that you can be a better leader, right? So you can develop leadership, and the same way you could be a better team leader. You could lead them better, and you could understand them better. So if you're, we had entrepreneurs, four entrepreneurs who were very well accomplished, and all of them were green brand. Unfortunately or fortunately, some beautiful youngsters, and I'll be showing pictures of them as well later on. But they were working together, but they lacked structure. So they'll get to some level, but after some time, they would lose that thing, and that there will be no continuity because they lacked a person who could give them the structure, who could give them a research and development. They lacked a purple brain person and a red brain person. All right. So this thing can be also be used in relationships. For example, a husband and a wife, how they communicate, two friends, how they communicate, two peers, how they communicate, all right, board of members and the CEO, how they communicate. So this could help you scale every sort of communication. It could also help you sell more and sell better. Okay. In fact, we have another webinar that's on selling, and if you want to join that, you can also join that webinar. So this can be used in all different possibilities. Now, I'm sure you have an idea now. So this is an intelligence system, and it gives you a report, and how you could use that report to communicate with others, and how does it affect. And even if you could improve a little bit, and that could translate into a lot in terms of your team and your organization. Okay, great. Now this is an event, a recent event we conducted. Okay, and we had these three entrepreneurs, these sitting here, youngsters. Okay, and one of them is missing. They're all green brain, by the way, so they lack structure, and they lack the vital component to success. All right. So we had people from Koji Foundation, we had people from PhD doctors, we had people MPhil scholars, and also military officers, CEOs, ladies, trainers, gentlemen, anybody who wanted to come, and was interested, would spend a little bit of money, spend a little bit of time. We invited them and we gave them this training, and they enjoyed it. So this is a photograph. Okay, and if you're interested, please comment below, and we can invite you for another session once we have. Now, quick recap. Quick recap of what we did in the last 50 minutes, 45 minutes or so. So, common problems that affect your teamwork. We discussed that, and how to overcome those problems, and how you could improve teamwork using the colored brain. How you could improve teamwork if you use the colored brain. All right, and a step-by-step structure. I give you a step-by-step way that you could improve team performance in less than an hour. So all you have to do is use the colored brain, take the test, put all your members inside, plug them in, and see their behavior according to your colored brain, and how you act and they react. How you act and they react. So this was a quick recap of what we discussed in the last 45 minutes or so. Now, what you don't know is going to hurt you. What you don't know is going to hurt you, and sometimes what you don't know is going to hurt you a lot. I mean a lot. It could hurt you in terms of revenue, could hurt you in terms of money, it could hurt you in terms of fatigue, problems, lost sales. So let's learn about team building. Let's learn about the ambiguity release process, and let's translate our lives. So, question to you. Question to you. The first question is: do you want to improve teamwork? Do you want to improve teamwork? I'm sure that's why you're here. You want to improve teamwork. Do you want to improve lives? Do you want to enjoy increased productivity? Do you want to invest in your teams? Do you want to invest in your teams? Or do you want to take action to get results which you desperately need? You want to take action? All right. So we have, all right, Naman wants to take action. Sure, he does. Okay. He wants to get results. So if you want to get results, you need to take an action. Sitting here, you can't get any results. You have to take an action. You have to talk to somebody. You have to move around. You have to learn something. You have to go some places. All right. Meet somebody, have a meeting, do something. And that's how you can get results. Now, uh, I'm going to I'm going to share with you my offer for today, and this offer is only valid for 1 day, that is today. Now, if you are interested to get some team building done in your organization, and you are part of a medium or a large organization, we could give you a 30% off if you send us a message, send us a call today. All right, we'll sharing the information with you. Uh, and the second offer, if you're part of a small organization and you'd like to try this colored brain thing out, so the cost of the colored brain is $25. And we could give it to you for $20, but also we'll give you 3 tests for free. So that's $100 of value, $100 of value, right, at an 80% concession just by spending $20. So see what an offer, and I would have taken that offer, if I was you. So the third one is for the co-working session, team building session, and that co-working team building session is every fortnight. Every fortnight we have this team building session. If you're interested, comment below, give us a call, give us a message, and we could include you in the co-working session. It's free to join, and lots of wisdom, lots of talk about scaling your teams. Now there are bonuses as well. The first bonus is the EMAG success secrets, and the second bonus is high performance team building template. You get that as well. Hard copy of the book, Business Success, and case study, of Emirates. So you get all of these bonuses if you opt for the offer. Now, this is the email, right? Ahsenqazi at gmail.com, and there'll be also links to it in the chat if you want. And the WhatsApp group, WhatsApp is, and the call. So with that, I am now moving on to question and answers. I am now moving on to questions and answers. So, all right. So Naman, there's something in the chat. All right. So he's saying, what if we have red, blue, purple people in the team and don't have green ones, and we can't hire them immediately? How can we balance the team with the rest of the three brain colors? All right. So good question, by the way, Naman. I think he's understood a little bit about the colored brain. So we have red, blue, and purple people in the team, and you need some green people as well. All right. So out of them, green brain people are fast action takers. So out of these, purple brain are not fast action takers. So blue brains could be uh, could be a little quicker in action as compared to purple brains, and red brains also are action oriented people. So you could balance out the team till the time you hire somebody green, who's a very very quick action taker as compared to others. But then, there's no way really. The only way is to hire green brain people, and basically realizing that these people they will act according to their colored brain. They can't be purple brain. You can't really push people purple brain to take decisions because they'll take a long time to decide, and they need lots of information. So the only way is to adapt your company or your organization to this style. And till the time you don't have green brain people, you can't really have fast action. So I hope I've answered your question. If you have another question, please, you're welcome to ask. You can unmute if you want. Okay, can you guide us about the best suitable position industry for people according to their brain color? Okay, great. Now, this is a great question. A very nice, a very great question, a good question, and this will tell you the implication of the colored brain and how it helps. Now, for example, if you're working in a chartered accountant firm, we have rules and regulations, auditors. So a red brain person, red brain team would be really, really good for auditors because they like to have rules and regulations of this rule, this rule, this rule. And sometimes you need HR people to implement rules, and they can also be, you need red people there as well. So, in that sort of thing. So, if you have a sales and marketing, so you can have a mix of green and blue, right? Because blue people, they have intuitive sense and they are very good at customers' needs, and green brain are fast action takers. So if you have a mix of green and blue, and you have a red brain person who's a team leader or who's creating structure for them, so they'll have some quick instant results. So this is the way. And if you have an organization that is a research and development type of organization, right? And you need some purple brain people, all right, and then you need some green brain people who could, quickly make sense of that research. And if you combine them, those green and purple, and then you could get some results. So, are you talking about a particular organization, or are you just talking about any organization? So are you talking about just one type of organization, a military organization, or is it an insurance company, or is it a construction company? So it would relate to the functionality of that organization. If you want to ask about a particular organization, you can, and I could tell you how it works. Yeah, I think you're typing in the chat. I'll just wait for the question to come in. Okay, we have a couple of more minutes, so we can take one. What about salesperson? Okay, great. Now, sales is a great profession, and a lot of people need to be educated about sales. There's not of negativity, but as I told you earlier, if you're working in sales, uh, green brain and blue brain people are probably the best ones to work in sales because green brain, like they go for one sale, it doesn't work, they go for another, go for another, go for another. So you go for you talk to 5, 10 people and you can make 2 sales. So that's how green brain people operate. Uh, they will make mistakes, but they will recover fast, and then they can start selling. So green brain are very good at the sales. And if you could have a mix of some people who are blue as well, because blue people, they have a customer orientation. They understand the needs of the others very, very quickly. They have a very good sixth sense. So they'll find out very quickly if somebody wants to buy, or somebody generally interested, and they will probably satisfy them quicker than other colors. All right. So a mix of blue and green. And you can also have a team leader who's leading those and who's looking after the whole process. He could be red. And if you need some research and development in that organization, so you could have a purple brain person, and he could, help organize that whole team and give them the research and development insights that they need to scale the business. So I hope I've answered your question. So I think with this question, I'd like your permission to end this webinar, and hope to see you soon. So take care, and I hope you enjoyed this session. Take care, and all the best.